These are 27 one-in-a-million NBA moments from this NBA season.
Zaire Williams has it and will throw it the length of the court. And makes it in!
Court! Oh my goodness!
Schroeder at the horn. Oh, 71 points, a career high.
And coming in at number 27, Gabe Vincent plays defense with his shoe.
Nice pass and layup there by Vincent. He lost the shoe.
Holding the shoe and trying to swipe at the ball. Vincent picks up his second personal foul.
I'm not sure which is harder, coming back from a 3-0 deficit or playing defense with your shoe. Either way, at least Gabe Vincent didn't hit another player in his nuts.
All right, we have a whistle and a foul. There it is right there with the left arm.
This will be fascinating. Dillon Brooks led the league with 18 technical fouls.
Now, that's a ballsy move, but not as ballsy as what Joel Embiid once did to Grant Williams.
He passed up that 7-foot shot a moment ago. Almost a turnover.
Oh,
wow.
man.
Oh, gosh. And that was accidental. That, you're just looking for a spot to land.
Dang, the NBA needs a timeout corner for guys like Embiid and Brooks. But Jaden McDaniels also needs to be placed in timeout after this.
You can see Jaden McDaniels right here. When he swings, he grabs his hand immediately.
Right. In a battle between him and the wall will win every time. However, at least McDaniels wasn't called for the fastest foul in NBA history.
Jokic, and we're set. And a loose ball foul to start this one.
On Jokic.
That's one way to get a foul on Jokic to start the game.
It looks like Nikola Jokic forgot to take his pregame dunk. On the other hand, Aaron Gordon isn't nervous. He has ice in his veins. While most NBA fans were celebrating Christmas and opening up gifts, the Nuggets were stuck in a stalemate with the Suns. With only 28 seconds remaining in overtime, the Nuggets held a narrow 1-point lead against the Suns. This gave the Nuggets two options. They could either take a back seat to the Suns or take matters in their own hands. Take a guess at which one Aaron Gordon chose.
Shamet had a clean look. Here comes Aaron Gordon the other way. Gordon! Oh my goodness! Oh! And are they calling that an offensive foul?
Foul. There's no challenge left.
Dang. 1 second, Landry Shamet is shooting the potential game winner, and the next, he's getting posterized by Aaron Gordon. As Michael Scott would say, how the turned tables. Speaking of which, Michael Scott will also tell you to keep watching. They're still ahead. Austin Reeves pulls a Steph Curry against the Warriors. Ja Morant jumps out the arena, and LeBron James leaves Aaron Gordon in disbelief. But first, we gotta address a very important question. What happened to Jamal Murray in the 2023 playoffs? Because everyone be talking about playoff Jimmy, but no one is talking about playoff Jamal. Between Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, it's hard not to see why the Nuggets are in the NBA Finals this season. They go together even better than bacon and eggs.
Jokic and MPJ 2 of 16. The rest of the Nuggets 12 of 25. Basket counts.
Layup of the year. They're counting.
But now that we're all hungry, it's time for moment number 20. The time Jeremy Sohan made 2 free throws with one hand.
There he goes.
Sohan doesn't even hit the rim on either of those attempts.
Man, I don't know what this Greg Popovich guy is telling him, but it's working wonders. Meanwhile, Klay Thompson and Steph Curry are living wonders. After all, it's hard to believe 2 players are so automatic from beyond the arc. But just because Klay and Steph are breaking the game doesn't make them immune from an occasional slip-up.
And then Dante DiVincenzo, and then you've got Lamb. You got some opportunities. Pass to Clay, wasn't ready for it.
What is it with Klay getting hit in his head? His forehead is like a basketball magnet. What if I told you that you've been lied to this entire time? What if I told you that Klay Thompson and Steph Curry aren't real? Instead, we're living in a metaverse where NBA players are programmed robots. How do I know this? Look no further than Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart.
George.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be enough ball. It sure was. 2 guys in unison.
The Boston Celtics are so in sync, it's starting to scare me. That said, there's one play that robots can't duplicate. Only it doesn't come from Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, or Ja Morant. Instead, it comes from the lesser-known Holiday brother, Aaron Holiday.
Goes for the ball. Aaron Holiday.
Yes!
Shooter's touch.
Since when was the backboard so generous? Santa Claus must be feeling extra kind to Aaron Holiday this year. However, there's just one problem. Santa Claus was being so kind to Aaron Holiday, he forgot about Anthony Davis.
3-on-2, the trailing Prince inside Towns getting position.
Looked like that was Anthony Davis from the backside that wedged it in.
Don't worry, AD. You already won the genetic lottery. This is life's way of making it fair for everyone else. But if we're talking about what's fair, then don't get me started on Steph Curry. Let's just say there's a reason Chinese fans call him Cute God.
For Boston. How's it guarding Curry? Long distance Curry. Hits the three at the buzzer. Steph Curry ends the first in dramatic.
At this point, Steph Curry is just showing off. The NBA is his playground, and we're all just lucky enough to use it. However, if the NBA is a playground, then that means Ja Morant is the king of parkour. Don't believe me? Check out what he did to Jalen Smith.
Tyus Jones has joined Ja Morant in the backcourt. Morant splits the defense.
Oh my goodness. He loaded up on this one. And you can see he's able to get it by Smith.
Sheesh, the sky's the limit for Ja Morant. Literally. Yet, I'm not so sure I can say the same about D'Angelo Russell.
Here now swinging. This small lineup with Nate.
Lee, corner three, off the mark. Another offensive rebound for the Suns. Craig steps into a three and drilled it.
This ain't even 7th period math class. Bro needs to wake up. But so do the Charlotte Hornets, because on January 4th, 2023, they allowed Ja Morant to use 30 seconds of game time without even touching the ball.
Now with 20, so that streak lives on. 13 straight games for LaMelo Ball. This is an incredibly undisciplined Charlotte team.
It's no wonder Michael Jordan is so eager to sell the Charlotte Hornets. Better hope LeVar Ball doesn't take offense. That said, it's one thing to milk the clock, it's another to compare players to an IG model.
That's the second one he's had like that, Katie.
He's just acting.
Oh, Herter put them on a flight like an IG model. Kevin Herter with a fake of all fakes.
At this point, nothing should surprise us. Speaking of which, Dennis Schroeder has taken this advice to heart. After all, when your teammate is LeBron James, you've seen it all. Suddenly, a half-court shot seems like second nature.
Schroeder at the horn.
You could put Dennis Schroeder in a cage with snakes, and he still would be unfazed. But while a number 10 moment was so amazing, you should expect nothing less from our Final 9 moment. Because imagine if NBA games had optical illusions. Fortunately, you don't have to imagine any longer. Check out this pass.
He plays with a lot of swag.
When Draymond retires, he's gonna have so many stories to tell his grandchildren. Stepping over LeBron James to punch Jordan Poole, and now this, Grandpa Draymond is gonna become a family favorite. However, now it's time to sit back and relax. Up next, I have a story to tell you. Picture you're in a pickup basketball game with your friends. Then all of a sudden, one of your friends just keep hitting shot after shot. But instead of complaining, you can't help but sit there and watch in awe. This is pretty much exactly what happened to the Rockets. On February 26, 2023, Damian Lillard put together a performance for the ages. He was unconscious from the field all night long.
Payne streaks into the lane, going with a right-hand scoop. Reddish to Watford. Lillard sets his feet, leans back a three. Got it, Damian Lillard. Blazers by 10. A burst into the lane. Flushed him with a right hand. Green. Tate with him, sets his feet, leans back for three. Got it, Damian Lillard, a career high. The three-pointer for Lillard is 12th of the night. High dribble into the lane, running right-hander up and in. Damian Lillard.
71 points? Let that sink in for a second. At 32 years old, Lillard is the oldest player in NBA history with a 70-point game. But if that last moment was 1 in a million, then this next moment is 1 in a billion.
The spike. He's all over the place. As Dort sniffed out the alley-oop. And it looked like he hit his head on the backboard. That's how much bounce.
Oh, yeah, he did. Man, he sure did. At the bottom of the backboard, clipped his face.
Wow. I don't know what shoes Ja Morant was wearing that day, but I need to get my hands on those. But just because you're wearing special shoes doesn't mean you can do it all. I'm willing to bet Morant can't do this.
Okogie, an offensive rebound. Zaire Williams has it, and will throw it the length of the court. And breaks it in!
Yes, it is.
15.
What we say we got to get it to?
15.
Guess what can happen if you...
Sheesh. A full court buzzer beater from Zaire Williams? All of a sudden, Ja isn't the coolest teammate anymore. Yet neither Zaire Williams or Ja Morant has anything on Donovan Mitchell and Drew Holiday. Because it's an awesome feeling to make a buzzer beater 3. But on December 21st, 2022, fans weren't just treated to one buzzer beater, they were treated to 2 buzzer beaters. Better yet, these buzzer beaters happened in back-to-back plays.
With their pieces, if they could find some fluidity offensively and shut this guy down. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Mitchell has dominated this third quarter. Back at ya.
I can do better. I can do anything better than you. No, you can't if I can.
Come on, who invited Dude Perfect to an NBA game? This is just turning into a video game, which reminds me of the 2023 Western Conference Finals. Truth be told, not even a video game could duplicate what happened to Gary Payton II. Not even NBA 2K will tell you to subscribe to the channel. But seriously, check out the disaster Gary Payton II had to endure.
Going to his backhand in the post.
And that vintage fadeaway not there for LeBron James a moment ago. And Green throws it out of bounds.
Well, the Warriors were 4 on 5 there. Something happened with Gary Payton. He's going to the locker room now. But if
NBA scriptwriters really do exist, then someone needs to get fired ASAP. However, I do give them credit for putting together these final 3 moments. Because at number 3, LeBron James thinks he's throwing an alley-oop pass to his teammate, when instead, the scriptwriters decide to change it up the plan last minute.
Starter is coming back to LA. Oh, James throws it up and in. That was a pass.
It doesn't matter how hard LeBron James is trying. One way or another, he's gonna find a way to get a bucket, which brings us to our second most improbable moment. A moment that will stand the test of time. Because if you're a true NBA fan, you remember what happened on February 7, 2023. It was far more than just another NBA game. It was a chance for LeBron James to cement himself on basketball's Mount Rushmore. With family, friends, and celebrities in attendance, everyone was eagerly awaiting the moment LeBron made history and broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's scoring record. This by no means was an easy task. It took Kareem Abdul-Jabbar 1,560 games to reach the previous record of 38,387 points, a record that stood for nearly 40 years. Yet, in just 1,410 games, LeBron proved he was indeed the chosen one.
They can't get the last one, but LeBron has it 15 feet away from the goal. LeBron for the record. He got it. LeBron James is now the all-time leading scorer in the history of the...
For reference, this moment was so improbable, tickets went for as much as $92,000. After all, it's not every day you get to see LeBron James break the scoring record, but it's also not every day you see a team almost come back from a 3-0 deficit. However, on May 27th, the 2023 Celtics did something only 3 other teams have ever done. See, since the NBA playoffs began, 151 teams have gone down 3-0. And out of those teams, 92 lost in Game 4, 44 lost in Game 5, and 11 lost in Game 6. Meanwhile, only the 1951 Knicks, the 2003 Trailblazers, and the 1994 Nuggets, and the 2023 Celtics reached Game 7. So how did the Boston Celtics accomplish such an impressive feat and nearly complete the comeback? It all comes down to one guy, Derek White.
It's off to Smart for the 7th game. Commanded tipped in, but the buzzer sounded. The light was on. It'll be reviewed.
I've seen a lot of crazy NBA endings, but this ending was like no other I've ever seen. Just when you think the Heat have the Celtics beat, the Celtics put together one more spectacular play. With only 0.2 seconds left on the clock, Derek White proves that anything is possible, which is why this moment is truly one in a million. Meanwhile, there are some moments that players want us to forget. From dunking on your own teammate to celebrating a game winner with the wrong team, these are the 27 most embarrassing moments in NBA history. But hurry, you only got 0.2 seconds left to click the video.